What's up, guys? SaltEMike here, coming at you with another Star Citizen video. And today's video is going to be about economy improvements in Star Citizen 3.6. And as most of you know, I'm really into the economy aspects of Star Citizen, especially mining and cargo hauling. And patch 3.6 brings some pretty major improvements for me on those two things. So we're going to do a quick little video here, and I'm just going to share with you my excitement about some of these improvements and just give you the details on them. And we're going to start out with cargo, the thing I've been doing mostly lately. And this is something I've been begging for forever. And it is improvements to the trading console UI. And patch 3.6 brings a wealth of them. For quite some time, we had to guess at the locations that we were buying and selling from, how much they were willing to buy from us and how much we could buy from them. And it was pretty frustrating. There was also these silly 1-minute timers that would artificially consume and create materials that you can buy and sell to them. And it was just kind of weird and not very realistic. Now we have visual cues in the UI. And the first one is the max capacity to buy and to sell. And that's what the maximum the outpost or location you're trading at will buy from you or sell to you. It will also tell you if an item is out of stock. And it will basically be grayed out with a little red marker on the price, which also I think means that this price is now invalid and the price is going to change once we get things in stock because of supply and demand. It also tells you, and this is really cool, something I suspected but didn't see until today's Twitch stream, which is going to be the highlight on the screen right now, is when an outpost runs out of money, they're no longer going to buy things from you because they don't have any. But if you go ahead and buy stuff from them, now they have money again, and they're willing to take that money and buy more stuff back from you. It's really nice. Also, just touching back on those 1-minute timers. They're gone, thank goodness. And it appears that there's some groundwork being done for the future cargo timers. Now, those are scheduled for 3.9, which is the first quarter of next year. But getting that little silly 1-minute timer out and creating a situation where it's more realistic, where I drop off some, let's say, medical supplies at an outpost, and 1 minute later, they're not going to be buying more medical supplies from me because people didn't magically stump their toe and need a Band-Aid, like 1,000 Band-Aids in 1 minute. It takes some more time than that. So after I drop off some medical supplies at one area, I'm going to take my ship and I'm going to fly somewhere else and drop off a little bit more, and you kind of have to travel around the game, which is really, really nice. Also, the inventory capacity at locations seem to make a lot more sense now, where the outposts have much less buying power, as well as they use their inventory space for the things that they're creating. So, for example, research outposts have a lot of medical supplies that you can buy from them, and mining outposts have quite a bit of minerals that you can buy from them, but they don't have a lot of buying power because they don't have a lot of inventory space to buy from you. Where you get a lot of buying power, at least in my research so far, is at the major landing zones and maybe the stations in the future. But for right now, the stations are kind of acting the same as they have in the past. And moving on to mining improvements, there's still a lot of issues with scanning in general, and mining isn't perfect. But similar to cargo hauling, we get some really nice improvements to the system. The clustering of mineable entities is really the big improvement here, really the only improvement that we got. But it's so big that I feel it's worth mentioning and bringing up to you guys in case you didn't know or haven't seen the actual clustering of things. It's quite great. In the past, when you went out to go mining, you spent your whole time scanning. It was not fun. Now, you still have a hard time finding rocks. Basically, I'm finding rocks that I didn't scan right next to me. If I get close to them, they're mineable, scannable, all those things. So there's definitely some issues with scanning still. But in terms of when you find a reasonable cluster of rocks with some valuable material in there, you're finding multiple rocks at those clusters. So for example, a great resource to be looking for when you're mining in the yellow asteroid belt would be laranite. And when you find a laranite cluster, you're finding 3, 4, 5, I've seen up to 10 rocks in a cluster. That's a lot of money we're talking about that you can mine there. So much that you probably couldn't fit it all in one prospector, and you would need a friend to help bring it back to the location to sell. So clustering is a really big thing because I feel like in this patch and future patches, we're going to spend a lot more time mining instead of scanning. And that's really it for this video, guys. I really wanted to share these just few minor but really major updates to the economy in Star Citizen 3.6 and let you know basically if you guys didn't and were interested in those type of aspects of the game. So without further ado, if you guys liked the video, make sure you hit a like on it. If you disliked it, please leave a comment and let me know why and what you thought, and leave me any positive feedback down in the comments below as well about what you liked about the video, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one, everybody.